Hello guys and welcome to my last video on Arcadia Lunaris channel. I don't want to waste any more time. I want only to explain you what happens on the episode 7, the greatest battle of all. As said in the previous episode, the war starts in 2147 when Israel and the Golden Dawn rebels in North Greece and Western Jordanian territory. They are alive now again. And then they declare war to Jordan and Metallist Greece. And then the New World Order declares war to the whole Krasnodar Pact. And then the Valiant Order declares war as third side. And the war starts. In 2149, there's the first nation who surrenders. Scandinavian tries an offensive in Karelian territory, in Russia. But the offensive will fail. And then Polish-Lithuanian forces, merged with Russian forces, are now landing on all capitals of Scandinavia: Copenhagen, Oslo, Stockholm and Helsinki. With the conquering of these capitals, Scandinavia will officially surrender to the Krasnodar Pact forces. The Valiant Order on Europe is outnumbered because of Österreich, Hungary, Balkan Yugoslavian Order and Irish states' low forces available. They are pretty easily conquered by Krasnodar Pact in the east and United Kingdom on the west. Ireland is now part of the United Kingdom, and Hungary, East Austria and Yugoslavia are going to be liberated so soon. In 2150, the European nations of the Valiant Order surrenders, and then the Krasnodar Pact can now focus on Asia, where the remnants of the Valiant Order continue to fight against Russia and Iran. China will start to ally with the Krasnodar Pact as Mongolia, because one of their ships were sunk by a Valiant Order submarine. And then China will ally with Russia on the Krasnodar Pact against the Valiant Order and the New World Order. 2153. Pretty much all of the Asian countries will ally with the Krasnodar Pact, including North Korea, South Korea and Japan, because of continued threats of the Indian Union of all Asia. Australia and New Zealand takes part of the New World Order, and Mexico will ally with the Krasnodar Pact against the continued menaces of the United States of America, that is discovered as the leader of the New World Order, instead of Fezzan. 2155. African forces are now trying to push on Europe through Portugal and Spain as their allies, but not only France can hold them easily, but he had enough forces to conquer Benelux, Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg, and goes to the doors of Germany. And then Germany, encircled, tries a rebellion, and instead of People's German Empire, it becomes again the German Empire. And unsuspectedly, the German Empire allies with the Krasnodar Pact against the New World Order and Valiant Order, because the NWO had betrayed him and he had constricted him to conquer Poland. Instead, it wasn't his will, because it was the will of the hate drug. He becomes the first hater of Poland and was constricted to the master of the Valiant Order to try to conquer Poland-Lithuania. But, as you know, the offensive fails, and it becomes the People's German Empire. But the people rebels, and now the German Empire becomes part of the Krasnodar Pact. 2157. Africa is now in crisis because they are lacking out of fuel of their tanks. And USA tried to help them with their oil, but it wasn't enough for their tanks. So they must retreat from Spain and Portugal and let them being conquered by France. Italy, with its high technologies, is trying to hold on the African forces on Metallist Tripolitania, with success, and now they are waiting for the ending of African crisis to make a big continental offensive against whole Africa. In Asia, whole nations controlled by the Valiant Order is now falling apart because of so many rebellions into their countries. Only the Afghani Empire and the Indian Union survived of the wave of rebellions pro-Krasnodar Pact. And then, the nations where successfully had rebellions, they joined the Krasnodar Pact and Valiant Kurdistan merged with Russia. 2160. USA successfully invades Canada. In 5 days, whole country was in the hands of the USA. And after that, the USA must face a massive invasion from Russia in Alaska, China, North Korea, South Korea, and Japan in the West Coast. Los Angeles and San Francisco are now under attack. Italy is now launching a massive offense against African countries that are now poor and without resources. 2163. Canada is now successfully liberated and half of the USA territories are now under Krasnodar Pact's control. In South America, the Valiant Empire was winning against the Atlantean Republic, but the rebellions in South America are going to weaken the Valiant Empire and the Atlantean Republic. They are reclaiming their nation and their homes. The rebellion were successful, and now the South American countries restored are now part of the Krasnodar Pact against the New World Order of what remains of the New World Order and some other kind of enemies. 2166. New York and Washington are now surrounded, and the United Kingdom, after heavy bombings during 6 years, are now finally conquered from the north, from the west, and from south. South from France, west from Canada, and north from the Scandinavian Federation. 2167. United Kingdom and United States of America will finally surrender from the Krasnodar Pact, but they discovered in a secret paper in the Balkan Yugoslavian order there are 6 empires that now try to destroy each other for their own goals. In the earth there are now 3 super weapons, and the other 6 are in the hands of these super empires in space. They are now fighting each other for the control of the Milky Way, and the Earth, if it won't expand, it will be finally destroyed definitely. 2170. The impossible happens. All the super weapons are now colliding each other in the middle core of the Milky Way. With the collision of these super weapons, now the universe had only 24 hours of life. The humanity runs out from Earth, Mars, and other planets that they have colonized, in the search of a black hole that will bring them in another universe in the 1948. Humanity have built thousands of ships, and every one of them can contain millions of people that can rescue them in another Earth of another dimension. The dimension in question is now in 1948, in the second aftermath. They now must wait the right time to dive into the black hole and run out from the destruction of their universe. And now it's the time, the diving into black holes. All ships were finally rescued on a new dimension of a new Earth in 1948. Second dimension, 1948. Now humanity is on whole Milky Way in the second dimension. Only few ships arrived on Earth. The others are everywhere on the Milky Way. Now humanity is rescued, and now they can live their life on space, on Earth, or on other planets. Humanity has to decide their future now. I hope that you liked my explanation of Future of Europe 2nd Generation Season 2 Episode 7, The Biggest War. So, yes, this is my last video on my channel. I hope that you liked my adventure, and I hope that I had satisfied you with my mapping videos. But sorry, but mapping is now definitely dying. Few mappers have now survived, and the quality of mapping is now going down day for day. And then I have to leave the boat before it will sink down. And I hope that you like my adventure here on YouTube. After more than 1 year, I will now close all. You had 2 months for re-upload my videos on Someone of You channel. I can allow you to download my videos with DVD Videosoft and to re-upload my videos to be remembered as an important mapper, either with only 583 subscribers. So, greetings guys, and from Italy, Arcadia Lunaris is out! They will